Mother, I am a raging alcoholic. I just want to come out on video on your 50th birthday. I need to. I've admitted myself to the AA at Waterloo, and you know, hopefully things turn out for the best. But I need to tell you now on your 50th birthday. I hope it's okay. Hi, Mom.
Oh, I know. I knew you were going to be here. I was going to bring Alan.
You live near here, don't you?
Well, Alan was going to just go down to the museum. Ah, that's. And I said,
Everyone's here. Everyone's here. Hi, Baba.
I'll speak to you later.
The autofocus is here. If you put your finger in front of it, it can't autofocus.
Anyway, yeah, I'll film later when things get exciting. Okay, bye. You can have this one, Ariel. Oh no!
Because then he can't tell her anything.
That's nice. For the kids, they love it, right? Keeps them busy. The new caterer, I think, wanted to sort of showcase what he could do.
I mean, he didn't did something. I'm a vegetarian, and he should be showcasing his
Yeah. Okay, so you're welcome to eat and watch while this is going on. Yes?
Sort of watch
Remember when you missed out celebration? Jenny, would you like to say something to my mom? Would you like to say something to mom?
To the house.
Oh. You're right, she is funny.
Hi, Perla. Happy birthday. Many more to come. Love you.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, Mom.
Oh, a few up to you.
מפליאה ומאיירת חיי בכל עת, מנשימה את נשמתי, משמיעה גיגי. יש בי אהבה בדי, יש בי אהבה בדי, ימים כלילות רק רוצה להיות, והמתנה מתנה מותנית באהבה, נשמה חשוכה.
That's right. So I went home. What's the guy supposed to do? I went curling and went to we were ready to go home, and so I picked them in the car, and a couple of blocks away from the hospital, motorcycle policeman decides he's going to do a vehicle inspection on us. So I didn't know why, because our car was almost new. It's just about 8 years old. I explained to him what was wrong, so what the situation was. They said, okay, we'll get you another tire. That more fast, and she starts dating and whatnot. The guy by the name of Ron starts showing up a lot. And sure enough, we could see we were going to lose our daughter. But we didn't lose our daughter, we gained a son. Yeah. And eventually, not only that, we gained a computer, and then so Perla, happy birthday. We love you all. Okay. Oh, and after the computers was even better, 3 grandchildren. Right. You're welcome. You had a long laugh.
Thank you.
On you reaching this auspicious milestone in your life, half a century. Wow. We are so proud to have you as our daughter-in-law, and thank you for raising 3 wonderful grandsons for us. We hope the next 50 will be happy, healthy, and fulfilling years filled with joy and contentment.
Happy birthday, Auntie Perla. We love you. Happy birthday, Perla. Glad that you're finally joining the 50s.
To Auntie Perla, happy birthday. Have a great birthday.
Who was it for?
Bye.
I'm sorry, who was that for?
We love you, Perla. Oh, yes, we do.
To see what a 50-year-old Perla looks like. Have a great time. Love you. Bye.
Shark Creek.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Perla. I wish I could be there. Go with you. My shopping Visa card.
Hi, Mom. It's me, Ariel.
Project. And when you say I will, I know you will. You're caring when I'm sick or when I had a surgery. Your mom 24/7. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you for all that you are and that you do for us.
From Lil and Chuck. We've heard from, oh, you learned from this? Yes, we have an addendum. Yes, there's been an errata, a modification to the, please, Lil.
There's something else that's going to be 50 years old, and I'm going to give it to Perla now. Her first pair of shoes. I've been looking for them.
Because she doesn't have enough shoes.
Another thing, say them for your first grandchild. Will you really? Say them for your first grandchild. I will do that. You showed her.
Don't put stress on us.
Strong personality. When I brought home our third, she was a big man to 5, and Arnold was like not even 3. And I brought home this 8-day-old, and she started a tantrum. I want to hold him. I want to hold him. I want to hold him. I was going to pieces, but I had a real terrific crew. My mother, my sister-in-law. We propped her up in our bed with 3 pillows, and we handed her the baby, who is Jack. So you showed your strong personality then, and I'll never forget that because I was a mess.
Thank you so much, Mom. So now a few words from me, and then we'll hear from Perla herself, who's not used to public speaking. I'll make my remarks mercifully short. I am privileged to be married to a woman of rare quality. We met young, and lust quickly turned to love. For heaven. Right. As we all know, and we all know Perla, she's passionate and dutiful, and a woman of numerous virtues. One of my first memories of her was when we were teens. She was involved with the United Synagogue Youth, USY, and she was a vice president. And it was then I realized her enormous organizational skills in the community. She worked tirelessly as a member of USY, and even to this day, you can see some of the glow of those early years of the Zionist and religious influence. And she worked with several moms in the community here in Toronto to create a Davisville Village Chavirim, a little community of dispersed Jewish families were brought together by her and several other moms, and they worked tirelessly to bring us together. So now what we have is, in the Davisville areas, we have dearest, close friends that one could ever want to have. And thank you to all. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. As a mother, she is deeply devoted. Some would say to a fault. She works hard. There is nothing that is too hard, too difficult. There's no drive that is too long. There's no task that is too difficult. she will do anything for the kids, and it's remarkable because she was never always this way. In fact, I remember her in her teen years. In her teen years, when her girlfriend Gina wanted to go shopping for baby clothes, and before they were having kids, all she could do to repress her nausea at the thought of going into a children's clothing store, and now it's all you can do to keep her out.
I hate to tell you, they're a bit big for children.
Yeah, right. Her heart is as big as the world, and every day she bears the troubles of the world on her shoulder. 10 times a day she's on Haaretz or Jerusalem Post or one of the many websites finding out what's going on in Israel. The connection, our family is strongly Zionist, the connection to Israel is very powerful. She feels every wound, every death in Israel as her own, and she's very active in the Jewish community, contributing to numerous charities and giving of her time and her energy, and also teaching the kids that to fix the world you have to start with fixing yourself, and to act as you act in your everyday walk of life as you would want others to behave. And so this is the lesson and the example that she's setting for all of us. She's also a passionate communicator, as you all know who have received her many emails and missives over time. She keeps in touch with the family, extended family. She brings us all together. She's truly the matriarchal heart of our family. She brings together the aunts, the uncles, and the cousins from across the world. And we just got back from a trip to Florida, where we met our newly discovered cousins in Argentina and had a chance to spend some time with them. And so it's in part thanks to Perla for keeping us together. Many of you know this, but some of you may not. She's been keeping a daily diary since she was...
9.
What?
9.
9. 9, some 30 years ago. And every day, and you are all in it, and you'll love the movie. Right. She's my partner, my friend, my confessor, my wife, and my love. And I'm honored to be called. And in a moment, there'll be some...
belly dance.
Yeah. Jeff, how you doing back there?
Good, Ron.
He's doing good. Okay. We're going to stretch then. Okay, so we're going to save the toast for the last bit. So now I'd like to actually pass it over to Perla, who will say a few words, and then after Perla's done, we'll drink a little Chaim. So go ahead, Perla. Stand up so people can see.
I can't stand. This is too overwhelming. I can't stand.
Okay.
Hello and welcome, everybody. I wasn't crazy about having this party, but when I heard of a party for a 100-year-old, I felt much better. I prefer not to think of today as a birthday party for one person, but a celebration of life party for many. You are all here because each of you has played a role in this life in particular, and for that I thank you. However, in general, we all have to celebrate life. I figured this is as good a reason as any. I must say I am not comfortable being the center of attention today. I much prefer planning bar mitzvahs, but since I've run out of those, and it's too early for the weddings, I agreed to today. I apologize for the confusion regarding some of your invitations. It was all my fault. Although Ron forced me to have the party, I chose the invitations, address mailed them, chose the balloons, chose the cake, and it was a surprise party.
To me.
Since I have a lot of women in my life, I chose to mainly focus on our relationships. I wish I could have included your entire families, especially your daughters, who I consider my girls. Today I have many thanks to announce. Firstly, I want to thank you all for coming today. There are so many segments of my life here, it's actually overwhelming in a good way. I want to thank you for those of you who respected my wishes of no gifts, and those of you who didn't. I thank you for donating to a very good cause, Camp Shomriah, a Shomer HaTza'ir Zionist youth camp that our boys attend and love. It is a very special place that has given our sons wonderful memories including trips to Israel. It doesn't reduce our camp fees, but it does make me happy knowing that the camp will benefit. Thanks to you, we'll buy something that it needs badly, everything basically, but it'll be done. As I mentioned, there are many groups representing different parts of my life, and I would like to make mention of them in no particular order. The Davisville Chavirot and some Chavirim. You have been a big part of my Toronto life. You have and continue to be, we have and continue to be there for each other in all times, both happy and sad. We met by accident, but I'd say it was no accident. Our Chavirim playgroup was a wonderful creation when our kids were little. Our island of Yiddishkeit in the middle of Toronto warmed my heart and soul. I will always remember our Tu B'Shvat Seders in the basement of Manor Road United Synagogue, followed by Israeli dancing. Hanukkah parties with all the Chanukiah burning on someone's dining room table, and selling Hanukkah goodies at the Moshe Cody Winter Fair on Shabbat, where we could schmooze and pick up some new families that were always fun. So, Tal, Amanda, Osnat, Mary, Cheryl, Terry, Margie, Robin, Ron, Kimberly, Max, Shana, Andrea, Cindy, Toda. My Nariver synagogue friends. Ron and I felt so comfortable in that shul, and it's no wonder that we met other Winnipeggers there who were also drawn to it. Belva, Jackie, Donna, we met here, but share our Winnipeg roots, which gave us an automatic sense of comfort. Nora, besides davening together, we floated in the Dead Sea together. I have enjoyed celebrating our life cycles events together. Benji and Nava, I'm thrilled that we met through business and became friends. I love speaking Ivrit with you and sharing the nachas our children give us. Esther, we have overlap with shul and camp, and I'm so glad we met. Thanks for inviting me into your women's group, which I rarely attend. Jill, Janice, Elena, it is wonderful having you as my friends, and we're going to be doing this in the shul again in June, all the 08 people. Camp Shomriya. Sarah, Sherry, Lenka, and Miriam. We have become friends through our kids who spend the summer away from us at camp. We share common concerns each year as we hand our little darlings over. I'm glad our kids and us have become friends. We look out for each other, which is a good thing. Sharon, it's great how we met. I love being on call for you to help out in your store. We're so alike, it's scary. Rhonda Cohn is not here, but she's in Mexico, I think. We've been friends and neighbors for about 19 years, sharing dog walking and Academy Awards. Frolic, Guberman, and Feldman family members. We share a strong link through our parents and grandparents that go back years, even generations. We come from all over Canada to celebrate and support each other in times of need or food. I think it's actually unusually wonderful how we remain in contact, as it certainly doesn't happen all the time. We're actually not just family, but more often friends, which says a lot. Wasser and Rosenberg family, thank you for welcoming us when we moved here 21 years ago. You've included us in all your parties and other celebrations and made us feel at home when we needed that so badly. Auntie Jenny, it was to your house that we first arrived when we drove our gray Mazda 323, your twin car, off the lot in Winnipeg to your driveway in Connaught. I will never forget how you welcomed us. You're welcome. My Winnipeg connection. Now this is an incredible thing. Today I have my friends who I've known since parent school in Winnipeg. This is too weird. I actually have half of my bridal party. My maid of honor, Rhonda, my groom, my parents. We have a rabbi. We could actually renew our vows. And Viv, I don't think she's here, but I'm so glad we reconnected at the parent school reunion. Sue, I love our talks as we experience similar things in life. It's great going through these together. Allison, I babysat you and your dog Hot Dog, which scared the life out of me. Your mom, Dorothy, you have been at my wedding and bar mitzvahs. Esther Benuk, I partied hard in your house. You shouldn't know what we did. And you've also been at both at my wedding and bar mitzvahs. Ed and Tamara, who'd have imagined we'd also end up together from good old Garden City. Ruthie Adler, our connections and reconnection is amazing. Ruthie Wade, our reconnection is wonderful too. Karen, we met at Yitz's Deli, where we still go for our dates for liver. Eden, I'm glad we met through our boys at Hodgson. My immediate long-distance family. It's hard growing up with someone for half your life and then end up living away from them, as many of you do as well. But that is our modern day life, so I cannot live near my brothers and their families, or on Ron's parents, sister, brother, and family, and I know they wish they were here, and I feel them here as well. The first 25 years of my life were a dream. I told you Winnipeg is a good place to be from. No, I mean it very nicely. Having my parents, having you here today gives this party special meaning. I want to thank you for your love and support over the years, over the ages and stages of life. You were supportive of me dating Ron, thanks to knowing his parents and grandparents. You visited us in Israel in '85. You came for every bris, bar mitzvah, back injury, to babysit so Ron and I could get away, like last week in Florida. By the way, we're thinking of around the world cruise.
Find the snake first.
That's true. Mom, you cooked and baked and filled our freezer many times. Dad, you hung pictures, changed electricals, and walked our dogs. You schlepped Jeannie's cakes I don't know how many times, and toothpaste and postum from Winnipeg. Because they don't sell it here. I know. The cruise we took together in honor of your 50th anniversary will always be a highlight of my life, except for the boy's stomach bug. I hope it is the first of many. The cruise part, that is. I know you would have preferred for us to live in Winnipeg. Sometimes I've also wondered about that briefly myself. But it is closer than Israel, you must admit. I love you both very much. My 3 sons. Who would have known that the TV show I watched as a kid with Frederick Murray would end up being my life? You are my pride, literally, and my joy. I love watching the tall young men you are becoming. I have no regrets about devoting myself to you and your needs, appetites, activities, friends, assignments, and trips over the last 19 and a half years, 4 months, 2 days, and 15 hours. You have and you still do make me laugh and cry, but mostly laugh. Ariel, I love hearing about what you are studying. Noah, I love competing with you over the jumble, although you always win, and upwards. Carmi, I love watching you play baseball and basketball. I love watching all 3 of you and your love affair with our puppy, Jesse Yaakov. Ariel, you were right when you said buying him was the best thing. He completes our family. I love you boys. Now, I have one part that's not actually written down because I didn't know it was going to happen, and that's because my girlfriend Rose walked in on me from Israel. That was thanks to my girlfriend Miriam, who's my friend and dentist, but mainly my friend, believe me. But she's a great dentist. Just a wonderful friend, and she walked in and had worked on the surprise of bringing my girlfriend Rose. We met in '84 in Israel, in Haifa, when Ron was studying, and we were in Israel together, and we've gone through many things together, near and far. And I always run to see her in Montreal, and she just walked in on me today, and I'm going to get you back. I promise. And I'm just shaking, and thank the 2 of you for that. Who's left? My husband, Ron.
Well, that's all the time, folks, we have.
I wish there was a better way to describe what you mean to me. This is rough, tough to write, as I just didn't want to recycle what I said at Carmi's bar mitzvah. You are my soulmate and my soulmate. You support me. You treat me. You only want me to be happy. You have made me so happy the last 25 years of my life. Thank you for making this party for me. Besides the fact that I chose the invitation, chose the menu, balloons, and cake, you forced me to have this party. Thank you for forcing me to go to Florida last week with you. Thank you for forcing me to do a few other things too, which I won't mention. Thank you for the wonderful audio-visual presentation you prepared. I know how hard you worked on it because you woke me up when you came to bed every night at 2 a.m. for a whole week. You are an amazing man, husband, father, friend, son, and I'm blessed to have you all to myself. Woo!
I'm supposed to say, please sign the guest book.
Oh, one last thing. When I look in the mirror, still without glasses, I see a girl, a university student, a young bride, a new mom, all of these, all of you. Thank you so much.
I'd like to propose a toast, and to my wife, mother, our dear friend, Perla. May the next 50 be as joyous and as pleasurable for you as it is for us. Thank you to be with you. Thank you. Amen. Hello? Hello. That's it. Let's eat and drink. There's cake coming too.